All right, good people. It's Shelly Shelton again. This is, I am your children's author, and today we had the pleasure and the honor of talking with a kid entrepreneur. So, for those that don't know, the book that I have is called Chandler Goes Camping. And Chandler is an 11-year-old African American boy, and he goes on these different adventures. And one of the adventures that he goes on this time around is going camping. And he has some friends along with him this time, but he shares a lot of great principles within the book that really helps families, it helps kids, it helps educate our youth, and this book is for 8-year-olds to 12-year-olds. And it I think is a really really fantastic book. And so if you have not grabbed it, if you have not ordered it, please do so today. And you can go to unstoppableuniv.com/books, or go directly to amazon.com and just type in Chandler Goes Camping. Now, you can either type in Chandler Goes Camping, or you can type in Shelly Shelton and you will see my book. So there's two children's books, and there is a self-help book called Smile, the How-To Guide to Get Through Any Storm. And then I am co-authoring a book as well. And you'll see those books out there. Now, I wanted to also let you know, earlier we interviewed a kid entrepreneur. He's 8 years old, and he blessed us all with reading the first 8 pages of the book, Chandler Goes Camping. He even also told you some things that he liked about the book as well. And I did a quiz with him, and that was fantastic. He got 100. Every single question he got right. Now, I wanted to give you, the audience, an opportunity to, for me to interview the mom of an 8-year-old kid entrepreneur. And I am going to bring her on earlier. That kid entrepreneur, again, he's a certified game developer. His name is Io. And his mom is a very dear friend of mine. I think the world of her. I think she's super awesome. And out of Chicago, Illinois, I'm going to bring her on now. Her name is Miss Taneka. So I'm going to bring her in, ladies and gentlemen. Let me take her off of mute. All right, Tanika, are you there?
Yes. Hi, Shelly.
Hi, Tanika. Yes, so I love it. There's Tanika, Io, the coder's mom. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I want to give Tanika an opportunity to introduce herself and then talk a little bit about how did you help nurture this kid entrepreneur, this 8-year-old, or this 8-year-old who's now, I think he shared with us, he's still in second grade. How did you help nurture him into this endeavor? So, Tanika, tell us first of all about you, the mom.
Well, I'm Taneka. I'm in Chicago. I'm the owner and founder of Hayes Tax Prep, and I'm also the owner and founder of HSL Trucking. So I'm a serial entrepreneur. So I have a lot of experience with starting a business, growing it, and then passing the torch down to my children. After 3 years of training my second oldest daughter, she was able to take over Hayes Tax Prep after I grew that to a six-figure business. And so now I'm in the process of growing another business, which I will pass on to my oldest daughter, and helping my sons to nurture their gifts and find out what their gifts and talents are. And so that they can create their own space instead of me creating a space for them. I'm allowing them to create their own space. So,
I love it. I
yeah.
love it. I love it. I love it. And, we talk a lot about generational wealth. And I think you really just hit the nail on the head just now in regards to generational wealth and all the things that you've done to help your family continue to prosper and grow. Earlier, we talked with Io, who I think is a kid genius. Like, I think your son is like a kid genius. He's
Thank you.
8. Yeah, absolutely. So tell the world about who he is.
Well, Io is a second generation Nigerian American. So his dad is 100% Nigerian. So I think that's where he gets about 80% of the intellect from, the little genius part from. And then I think he gets his courage and his tenacity and his ability to just take the bull by the horns from watching me do it. You know, it's one thing to tell kids to do something, but then it's another thing to actually do it and be the example for them.
I agree.
Just he's a
I agree. I agree. That's only a mom can be in an interview, put it on mute, and say, "Okay, blah blah blah," and come back off of mute and keep the ball rolling. Only a mama can do that. Okay, and
yeah.
so
Yeah, they getting into it because I have a 15-year-old and Io, and so they by them being boys compared to the girls, boys feed off of each other, so they're their own competition. So right, like even right now they're in a game right now competing against each other. So I have to, tell the other one, calm down. He's still 8. You 15, he's still 8. So and he's your brother. So
earlier we were talking about the book with Io, and when I first started, I indicated for this broadcast today that there are some principles that this book discusses. And one of the principles Io actually read within the first 8 pages, and it's about family structure. And, in the book, he read how, Chandler's mom will have the kids come over, will have Michaela come over, his girlfriend, but she cannot come over unless mom is there. And tell me about more about your family structure, if you have anything that you wanted to share about that.
Well, because we're a blended family, me and his father is not together, so we co-parent. His father did remarry, so then he has his wife, and they have 2 additional children. So it's a very blended family, and the reason why we're able to co-parent and have such a strong structure is because we agree. We agree. Concerning the children, we agree, and that's where we keep it at with the children. So when it comes to making decisions and being a parent, everyone has the mindset that what's in the best interest of the children. And so that's our structure. It's what's in the best interest of the children, what impacts them, what influences them, what decisions we are making that will have an impact on them and their future, their present. And so that's the structure that we have. They're monitored, they're always monitored, they're constantly monitored. We don't give any leeway or any way, we don't give any opportunities for anything to go to the left, because they're like his father is actually in the IT field. So everything they do online is monitored. And then by me being an entrepreneur, I'm here physically. So I'm physically here. And as far as technology, he's able to monitor all the activity. So we run a tight ship, basically, is what I'm saying. We run a tight ship. We don't play. So yeah, we don't
I
play no
love
games.
I love it. I love it. I love it. If there is one thing that you would hope that your kids would get from you as a mom, or what you're trying to really, what you're trying to really show your kids some things of what to do, or, give them some pointers about life. If there's one thing that comes to mind, what's that one thing?
um what I try to do is then for them to be self-sufficient,
Mm-hmm.
to rely on themselves. It's that's like the number one, that's the number one thing that I instill, is to be self-sufficient, self-reliant, and then also to have like a character, like your character, like the kind of person that you are matters. It's not like so much of what you have, but it's who you are. This is no matter if anybody's looking or not, it's just who you are. It's very important. So
Awesome. Awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, thank you for that. One of the things that the book Chandler Goes Camping really speaks to is the first few sentences that Io read. And it says that he loves to help people.
Hmm.
And then I love that Io was also talking about how he loves to help people. He
Hmm.
even said he compared himself to Chandler because he loves to help people. And I think that is a testament to who you are as a mom, who you are as a woman, and how you help people, how you have such an incredible heart. I shared before you got on, while you were working on the lights and stuff like that, I think you're one of the most phenomenal people on this earth. and that we are, we're good friends, and I respect you, and I think the world of you, and I'm so proud of the things that I'm seeing that you do with your kids. Like, you're such an example of a great mom. So I hope and pray that you know that.
Thank
If
you.
not, I have put you on blast so that you do know that. But I want to thank you today, Taneka. Thank you for allowing Io to be on, for him to read the book today. It blessed my heart, and I know and pray that it blessed those that he read to today. So thank you again.
Thank
Any
you.
any parting comments you want to say, Taneka, before we pop off?
Just that for everyone to really take the time out to nurture the child, nurture your children, because, like I always say, it's one thing to tell them, but it's another thing for you to be it and do it. So lead by example. That's my number one rule.
I love it. I love it. Lead by example. So you all have heard it here on Read with Chandler with Shelly Shelton, our guest today, Taneka, who is Io the Coder's mom. And so we thank you so much, Taneka. And all of our listeners and guests, if you have any questions, please feel free to note them on the YouTube page of Shelly Shelton. You can go also to Instagram at Adventures of Chandler. In addition to, you can go to Facebook at Shelly Shelton and Associates LLC. Thank you so much for
Thank
being
you.
on today, Taneka. Have a phenomenal day. Be
Thank
blessed
you.
and safe. We'll see you soon.